The Kansas City Chiefs are looking back to form. The defense had their first shutout since 2011, and we give our predictions for this upcoming Monday Night Football game against the Commanders. All of this next on Chiefin.
Welcome, Chiefs Kingdom. Thanks for tuning in to this Red Kingdom Media production, bringing you raw, authentic Chiefs coverage. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on your team. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome to another episode of Chiefin. I'm your host, Dale Fallon. I'm with my partner, Monty.
Let's just see that. Let's hope the Chiefs come back and show that they're regular self.
Facts. So, Chiefs. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Chiefin. I'm your co-host for the evening, Dale Fallon, along with my buddies, my boys. I got Dre and Lonnie in the building with me. How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Excited and happy. Made it.
Still happy, bro? I mean, it's a new week now. We on
happy.
to the next week. It was the Raiders. Not just play. Dre, how you feeling, bro? I think you muted.
You muted, Dre.
Yeah. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say last week, man? Before when we did the predictions, I said Pat gonna be sitting in the fourth quarter, and what happened? We didn't even throw the ball in the fourth quarter, man.
I was mad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, before we even get started with the show, like, I want to really start because I told Lonnie this because it was the end of the game. We got the turnover. We was on the goal line. He was like, "Dale, you might get your 38 that you look for." Because I said 38-0. I was like, "I'll be cool with 38-0." I said, "Bro, he's not about to pass it and put it in the end zone." He ran it, and it felt like he purposely didn't try to score. I said, "It is what it is, bro. You got it. You got it." But we did get the win, and we have moved on to 4-3. So let's go ahead and jump into that first topic because I know you ready to talk about it. So Mahomes Magic has returned. The Kansas City Chiefs dominated the Raiders early Sunday afternoon, 31-0. This was the first regular season shutout since 2011. It was against the Raiders as well, too, I just said that. So how dominant do you think this Chiefs offense will be in the second half of the season? And is there any need to add someone on the offensive side of the ball?
I know we played, obviously it was the Raiders, and I don't even think they hit 100 yards total on Sunday. But I need to see them the next 4 games to be like, all right, yeah, we ready to go. Because I mean, it was the Raiders. I think the Colts put up 43 or something like that on them. So the Raiders is, to me, is just overall bad organization with the quarterback, the head coach. I mean, the only bright spot is their running back, Ashton Genty, and they didn't even have their star tight end in Brock Bowers. So they're just a bad organization. And I think Mark Davis is more focused on the Las Vegas Aces at this point. They win the championships. The Raiders don't even make the playoffs at this point. So they can barely win games, man. But honestly, man, like I said, I want to see us against, the Denver Broncos, the Indianapolis Colts, the Buffalo Bills, and everything like that. Pat Mahomes was balling. He was rolling going into this game. But I want to see them against, formidable opponents, better defenses and everything like that. Because, I mean, we're obviously not going to see a 31 donut the rest of the way or anything like that. Because, I mean, this doesn't happen at all. I mean, I think this is the most lopsided win we had since what? The last time we played the Raiders, like you said, 2011.
In the regular season, I think we had postseason blowouts.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, man, I got to see more going forward. But I do definitely love what I saw from that offense. Rashee Rice. Yeah, I've been talking about route trees and everything like that, man. I saw him route a couple people up, man. I was like, all right, man. All right. He put a couple people in blenders, man. He had the fade post in the end zone, everything like that. I'm like, I mean, he did. He said he told Pat that he was a fade guy in the college, and Pat was like, all right, cool. Let's see what you got. And, hey, there we go, man. So, I mean, like I said, I like what I saw, man. And as far as adding anybody on offense, I mean, a running back won't hurt, but I mean, it's not like a a dire need for one, in my opinion. I mean, Pacheco is healthy. Kareem Hunt kind of scared me a little bit with his ankle. But then we got Brashad Smith. Brashad Smith he was actually involved heavily on Sunday, and he did his thing as well. So I don't think it's necessarily a need. I mean, but I wouldn't be opposed to us getting one. I mean, it's a couple running backs that's out there that are on some teams that season's pretty much over at this point. Like Brees Hall. Brees Hall is in New York and they 0-7? So I mean he played at Iowa State and I think he's from Wichita. So I mean, why not? Why not come back? Why not come to Kansas City, man? So I don't know, but it's not necessarily, like I said, it's not necessarily a need or anything like that, man. But again, I love what I saw, but yeah.
Yeah, and dominant, I think is kind of just a beginner statement to put on the Chiefs offense, starting with the Raiders game. Like Dre said, I think I want to see them improve more upon that, play some higher and better competition. I know that people get tired of us saying it, but the Chiefs have been fortunate enough to face some teams that have been a little bit hampered with injuries. The Lions being hampered in the secondary with injuries, and then, like Dre said, the Raiders being hampered on the offensive side of the ball with injuries. It looks like they just took advantage of that. Each time they had a wounded dog, the Chiefs had went out and not met that wounded dog usually like they usually do and played at their level, but beat them all the way down to the ground. So they did that once with the Ravens, and they just did that again with the Raiders. So I don't think I do think they can continue to be dominant, but like Dre said, we need to see some more formidable opponents. See it done against somebody to the likes of the Commanders. We know they won't have Jalen Daniels, so that'll be another one where they kind of not necessarily will get a game off or be able to kind of play down to the level of their opponent, but we won't necessarily have all the starters, and people won't. They won't be at full strength. So, like Dre said, I think we won't really get a test until we get to Buffalo and the Broncos, and then once we're able to match up with those teams and come out of those matchups fairly well, I think that we'll have a different viewpoint on the Chiefs as of right now. But I'm not going to say that the Chiefs offense is going to just dominate these next two games, being that they played a team, like I said, a hampering or a limping dog coming in this game, being the Raiders with all of the injuries that they had. And then added somebody on the offensive side of the ball. Like Dre said, I was gonna if anybody we was gonna need, it was gonna be somebody in the running back room. But I think 24 has really came on, especially in these last couple games. They've opened up the playbook for him for real. People talk about Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice. I think it may be a microcosm of all of that. Andy Reid really happened to get rookies to excel fast within his offense with people that were getting hurt. So now they kind of have one, and they're able to get kind of Brashard Smith up to speed. I like how they split him out wide. Not only do they split him out wide, they put him in the backfield. So you really can't get a beat on what he's doing. He's really becoming like this ultimate chess piece. So I was going to say that the running back room was a place that they could add people, but any place other than that, I don't see it happening. The Chiefs looked wonderful on offense, on the offensive side of the ball, but I think the dominated performance is just to start against the Raiders, but I'm hoping that they can continue against the next two games against the Commanders and the Bills and the Broncos. So I'm yet to see, but I don't think we need anybody on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I think y'all just scared right now to just really sell on them. I understand because it seems like it's too early. Don't worry. I told y'all this before. Everything I said that was going to happen already. Lonnie, what I say what happened on Sunday? I called it out for him, laid it out. You said, bro, everything you just said, it did it. I'm telling you, Rashee Rice is what it is and what it was going to spark with this offense. And I know what it is. And I'm not even being funny when saying it. I understand because we talked about this on Sunday as well, too. I was kind of mad that it was out of the Raiders. They came back on because people are going to look, it's the Raiders. They're not that great. They're like, yeah, they're not that good. It's still a professional team. Got to give it to them, all that. But even with Commanders coming up as well, too, and you got a wounded Jaden Daniels, even though that's not the defensive side of the ball, right? It's just overall, I want us to go up against a team where people are going to be like, they're ready to go, and then you see they still dominate because I think that's what we're going to really see from this offense. The reason why, once he got implemented back into this offense, everybody played somehow just went up. Pacheco running the ball harder. He's seeing the holes a little bit better. Travis Kelce took advantage of that first half of just getting open, getting those yardage downfield, having those big plays, going on those wheel routes, along with Noah Gray with that as well too. And then you're sprinkling in Juju Smith getting a couple catches, Rasheed Rice being entered back into the game, doing a couple in and rounds with Xavier Worthy as well too, catches to him and getting to Hollywood. It was spread it out. The leading receiver was Travis Kelce with 54 yards. And he threw 3 touchdowns. 2 to Rasheed Rice, 1 to Hollywood Brown. I told y'all, scoring 28 points can look sexy. It didn't look sexy on Sunday. It was slow. I guess for some people it could be slow. When you look at the time of possession, it was 42-17. That's how I said that's how it would look. That's how it would go if you want the perfect offense to go out there and get you out of there, right? Once we saw they start playing dirty, by the end of the third, yeah, it's time to go. We already got them. We got 31-0. They scored on all of their possessions. 4 out of 5 in the red zone. The last one they kicked the field goal, I think they wasn't trying to really go out. I feel like they held back a little bit. If they wanted to score, they would have scored on that drive. But they held back a little bit. But overall, they did what they needed to do. They came out and executed. And the defense, they had to even stretch on the line. We'll talk about the defense later on in the segment, but still, they had to stretch out there, right? So they just came out there and did their part. That's why it worked well for them. And I think that should be the recipe when you do play against those good teams in the second half of the season, the ones that we got to go up and face against. You know, when we see the Broncos, when we see the Bills as well too. If we can control the time of possession, if we're keeping their best players on the sideline, we're keeping their offense on the sideline. Who's to say, when it comes to it, that those opposing offenses can do what our defense did, who can come out there, can still come out there and still get people out of there, or can they still go out there and make a touchdown? When you go to 30-go drive, 70 yards, can you still do that? When you have our offense on that side of the field going down and pushing down their throats 5 to 6 minutes of possession. That's winning football. That's going to irritate a lot of teams. And with the Kansas City Chiefs, it's going to irritate people even more because they can throw it deep, or they'll kill you now in a short game as well too. Like, what do you want? And look, Patrick Mahomes told you that on Sunday. You can take advantage of it. This was a test trial. This was the beginning stages of the Hunger Games. Like, this is like the wound. Like, you done. Like, you wasn't gonna make it that long. All right. Up next, Commanders. And I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go again. It's gonna be the same way. What y'all wanted from this offense, they about to feed y'all families in fantasy and in on what is it? Better FanDuel, whatever you want. They got you. Rob, yes. Rob, I'm telling you. Go ahead, Patrick Mahomes. Put in Patrick Mahomes right now. If you just go ahead, it's probably not worth no money right now because he's the favorite. But if you want for sure money, it's a given.
Offensive 20 yards for sure on the prop.
Yeah, he's getting it now. It's happening. Like, we used to be worried about the honey. Like, it's not happening no more. And everybody's tone shifted as well too. So I'm feeling confident with saying that. On adding someone on the offensive side of the ball, no. I want someone on defense, and we'll talk about that later. But at offensive side of the ball, no. If they were to be like splash, Brees Hall, splash, like, we not getting Alvin Kamara, because when you're saying stuff like that, you just want to be a loser, bro. Yeah, just stay up there. Like, you just want to be a loser. Like, I would just shut up and just let whatever happen. Like, you can go to a team that's a contender, potentially you acting like that. And then you got Devon A-Chain as well too. It's like, it's a couple players you can really go after and that can add to the offense. But I feel like we don't want to take away from Rashard Smith right now. And he's very elusive. But at the same time, just like what we said with Pacheco, just be real. He is a 7th-round back. How much can he keep that up? Because I ain't gonna lie. We missed on a couple of guys that we could have had on this roster still right now. That would be just going crazy with Patrick Mahomes.
Look, one of them is in Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, yes. And we'll see them week 12. So, and we gotta get ready for those games. Like we in those games that we're gonna see in the second half of the season. Now, I thought it was, it would be a little bit different the second half of the season, but it's starting to look like it's gonna be a little tough now. How everybody coming out and playing, and that's good. Because we always play our best football in November, December anyway. Get prepared for January. They starting to kick. They starting to really, going trending in the right direction right now. So overall, I'm satisfied with what I see with the offense. I think they can keep it up as well too. I think we can be happy with what they presented. I think we said it earlier as well too. If this was a team that was lacking, we would be talking. We'll be singing a different tune on this episode tonight. Us saying that we have to see more, that's respectful because we know how great the offense can be. We just need that certainty of like we ain't lying. I mean, I'm already there, so I respect why y'all had to get there. I'm always the one that's like that, but it's good. It's good. We need that balance. we need it because y'all can temper my expectations as well too when it happens. And plus, it's fun when we argue a little bit more and just have fun about it. So it is what it is. But anything else y'all want to add to that? I mean, like overall, it was BTA in this matchup. So
yeah, for sure.
There's nothing much we can really say about that. But before we do move on to our next topic, please make sure to
like and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a like or comment so we can reply and interact with you and make you a part of the show. If you listen to us on Spotify, please rate us 5 stars so we can increase our reach in the playlist. Follow us and all our contributors on all the social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. If you'd like to come on and talk Chiefs, message us so we can potentially set that up. Do you enjoy written content? Subscribe to our Substack. We have both a free and a $5 a month subscription and post on there frequently. And if you have any interest in being a contributor on the writing staff, feel free to reach out and we'll be in touch. It would help support the brand if you would purchase our merch, like the shirt that I'm wearing currently. Set up an order for one of these or 2 or 3, and this will allow us to expand our inventory options. Thanks for being a part of this channel, and if there's any partner that's listening to this interested in sponsoring the show or any other content that we produce, please reach out. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the episode. Now moving forward to our next topic, brick wall defense. So the defense shut out the Raiders and only allowing around 90 yards of total offense on Sunday. So what position need would solidify the defense going forward in the second half of the season?
We definitely need D-line for D tackle. Like I said, the Omar situation was definitely unfortunate. Like I said in the group thing, I said I wasn't a fan of the pick, but I mean he was when he was on the field, he was, getting the pressures and doing what he was supposed to do and everything like that. But as far as if we make any type of trades, I definitely think it's somewhere on the D line. I was hearing something earlier today about Fulton potentially in a package deal or something like that. But I mean, honestly, what are we gonna do with who want him? To be honest, man. I mean, I didn't like that pickup. I didn't like that free agent signing to begin with. Just and me and you, we had conversations about it. He was like, do you not like him because you see him get burnt a couple times? No, no, it wasn't just that. It was
he ain't out here.
He ain't out here. So I just definitely like if we do make any type of trades or anything like that in additions to the defense, I definitely think it needs to be on that O line. I mean not O line, but D line. we definitely we need to get more pressure and on the quarterbacks, and we definitely not getting that now without Omar, the rookie. And I'm still it's still a head scratcher with the Mike Pennell and Noddy situation. Um, Even just in the locker room presence in itself, like why would we do that? But I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I get it; they wanted to get younger and everything like that, but getting younger sometimes that kind of slows down the process of the defense and everything like that. Like because I, I don't know, man, but I think our defense would be fine. I mean, hell, we held a NFL team, a professional NFL team, under 100 yards, and they have a running back on that team that was basically a front runner for the Heisman. So this past season, and um, that says something about our defense. So all in all, I think our defense is fine, but we do need help on that D line though for sure.
Yeah, and I'm gonna second that. I think the Chiefs definitely need some help. If there's any help is coming, I think it's gonna definitely be on that defensive line. I said that to y'all a couple episodes ago. I don't think any help was coming on the offense. I think that they believed in Rashi Rice and what they had kind of in house. Because we just to hard back get back on the offense. We ain't even talked about. We ain't seen a lot of Jalen Royals either, which is crazy. They still got more weapons on the offensive side of the ball that they can try and pull out and use in different types of ways. So on the defensive side of the ball, like you said, we held another offensive team, professional team, to 90 yards. To only have like what was it, like 30 or three first downs, was it? Um, it was kind of crazy. It was embarrassing. So the defense has always been good. We know Spags has got his guys in there. Yes, we do have some guys in the secondary, like Christian Fulton, that just aren't able to stay healthy. But other than Christian Fulton, I don't think we had any problems in the secondary. The secondary has kind of been good. Other than Shamari Connor, he's had some low points this season, but he's also had some high points. So I like what I've seen from that defensive side of the ball. It's kind of become the offensive side of the ball, how we used to expect Andy and those guys used to be. Maybe they start slow and then they soon to just kind of come around. That's who our defense has become. They may start slow, they may give up a touchdown, they may give up two touchdowns, but after a while they're gonna put their feet in the ground, and we know they might not give up nothing else for the rest of the game. So it really starts to show that Spags has some guys in there that he can work with. Even the pressure situation. Early on, we weren't getting pressure on the QB. But now it seems like now we're kind of getting close to getting home with four, affecting the quarterback more. I know we're getting the benefit of playing some backup offensive lines in the Lions, but just when we played against the Raiders, I think the Raiders had all of their starters. So I like what I've seen from our front four, but we definitely could get some more pressure and get somebody in there that can just really kind of set up all of those one-on-ones across the board to where you can't really do anything. You have to kind of single up and try and block it all up with just a four-man rush. So going to get somebody to like I said before, Cam Jordan, some guys that I know that are probably just out there that want to go win championships, that are looking and coveting a ring. So I think the Chiefs definitely do need help, and I don't know if it's in the defensive tackle market or the defensive end market, but I think they definitely need to be looking somewhere along that defensive line. I heard something about Colin Saunders down there in the Jacksonville Jaguars organization. I know I haven't seen him, haven't heard too much about him ever since he got traded from the Saints back to the Jaguars, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were to go get somebody like Colin Saunders to kind of just come in and add some more juice. You guys were speaking to the likes of the locker room presence. I know Colin Saunders was really, really big when it came to being a locker room presence in the room, and just like Mike Pennell was. But Mike Pennell is older and aging, and I can understand that Brett Veach is wanting to move away from that. As our quarterback is getting older, we need to get younger in order to keep the things around him winning and shining and up to date. And not aging out of positions to where we can't have success at those positions anymore. So I kind of understand why he moved on and kind of aged that position along, but I think he's gonna need help. So he's gonna have to figure out how to put some bodies in there and who he can go get to help in the defensive line.
All right. So for let me go here with it. So defensive wise, positioning. So while y'all was talking and stuff like that, I was getting together some potential targets that we can probably go after, and we just go through it together like that. So Rob, shut up, bro. Like you always having you always over there doing so. Just talking. He was saying whatever. So I think we saying the obvious needs that we need. Obviously, is defensive tackle, edge rusher. So how I was breaking it down as well too. I was saying earlier, I think you need both. I think you need both for sure because George Karlaftis is not elite pass rusher. We talked about this before, Lonnie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We didn't have this conversation before. We didn't actually went through it and broke it down. Like when you look at it, bro, and you get to the nitty gritty, he is a motor guy. He is not winning off of the first step. So who needs to go and win a first step? There's some guys out there. It was one that I don't even see on the list, but it's a Jermaine Johnson out in New York Jets. 0-7. What y'all talking about? Edge rusher. That'd be a nice pair. It's not taking anything away from Mike Denner or anything like that, but we need a guy that can, of course, off initial, get the quarterback rattled up, have him moving in the pocket because you got guys like George Karlaftis going to be able to clean it up. But then you're going to have that interior pressure of also Chris Jones bringing it in as well, too. You already have that. But we also looking for a defensive tackle as well, too, right? Mike Pennell snap count with the Bengals have went tremendously down. And I told somebody that earlier as well, too. He was at 23% to start the season. He had 7%. That means guys are coming back. I don't want to hear about they're not going to trade with it because it's Mike Pennell. He's not a superstar. And at the same time, you traded a quarterback to the division. And they beat the team in the division as well, too. And they really mad about that and they're angry about that. That same sweater you got on. They went up. Joe Flacco did his thing. So they angry about that. So let's not say that they can't make that type of deal. You got Jeffrey Simmons over there in Tennessee. I said some wild the other day.
No, they not doing that. They already said he off limits. Him and Cam Ward. Everybody else is available except for him, Simmons and Cam Ward. It ain't happening.
Everybody else is available?
Yeah.
Who you just saying we need to go ahead and get rid of? Come home, bro. It's not working.
No, they're
not working. It's not working.
They went inside the practice squad guy. That's where I'm getting scared with Christian Fulton. They'd rather get a practice squad player than let Christian Fulton play. That says a lot.
I'll take Snead back in Kansas City. Come back home, 38.
Mm-hmm. Come on. I mean, we need it, right? Looking at it, I mean, you still make it work. We'll see what happens. I mean, that potentially can happen, So, what else we got on this list as well, too? I mean, y'all can stop whenever it happens, and we got it. Yeah. We got Calais Campbell out there in Arizona. He 39 though. I'm cool on that, probably.
Yeah, we cool
on that. Carl Granderson, edge rusher. He a veteran option as well too. Cam Jordan, New Orleans, and then I ain't gonna lie. Now they're not giving it. Cincy not giving us Trey Hendrickson though. They're not giving us Trey Hendrickson. Oh, yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, y'all can try to see what happened next off season, but y'all not getting them this.
They're not
because they're still compete to be in the playoffs. So
Jerry Jones would do that, but they're not doing that.
Yeah, and then what he said, y'all need to get Michael Parsons for real, and why y'all had to grab him out. Nobody, look,
bro, we not getting
none of Parsons. No, I'm really kind of cool on him on that. Anyway, I would love a Myles Garrett. They're not doing that at all.
Myles Garrett chose the money over winning.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
But then he was complaining about winning last week. He's like, we need to win. We're complaining about the wins and losses and stuff like that, man.
Hey, bro,
with the Browns. What do you expect?
Money makes you think a little bit different. I ain't gonna lie. You think you can do anything with money? Hey, I can be some man.
That's Tyreek.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
But I think overall, I will say the Chiefs hasn't been silent on these particular topics when it comes up. I mean, even though it wasn't at the trade deadline, Chiefs ended up trading for DeAndre Hopkins. Like they haven't been shy on making the necessary moves they needed to make throughout the season. And it hasn't stopped them from developing or even getting guys in the draft as well as bringing in as well too. Because I'm not gonna lie, we're going to go for those guys on the back end of their contracts or those guys who can still help us in a way, but they're probably not necessarily all the way in their prime. And you have these particular options. People talking about Max Crosby and saying all that. It's not happening.
Any of
I would
those
love for
anomaly
it to happen.
players,
It's not happening.
it's
I
not
think
happening.
but I will say if he ever becomes a free agent,
He will come here if he was a free
I
agent.
think he'd come here. I do.
I think his relationship with Patrick Mahomes and the friendship that they have, even though they're competitive out on the field, we need that for just the defense in general. We have a declining Chris Jones that's going on. Even though Chris, I'm not saying this if he's saying I'm not disrespecting you like fat, but you're getting older in general. So about time he's even available to us. You're going to be on like
anyway.
Yeah, he wants to win. So we're trying to have the most eliteness of the eliteness that we have. I ain't gonna be like everybody else. Patrick Mahomes proved he can do it with nobody. I'm trying to have some 2008. When did Randy Moss come? Oh wait, I want 16-0 Patriots, but actually win the Super Bowl. I don't care how they can make it happen.
We need a wide receiver in that case. Man, go get Justin
No,
Jefferson.
I already told you your wide receivers Rasheed Rice. Calm down.
Go get Justin Jefferson.
This might get scary right here. What they got a lot of wide receivers right now, so
they do.
I wouldn't be surprised if that offense is they done scored over 100-something points. It's gonna get crazy here in a minute. We just gotta keep.
I mean, if you look at our last games,
the last
hold
four.
on. Last four, we've been killing. This one 31, last one 31, the Jaguars game 28, and then the Ravens game before? No, it wasn't the Ravens game. It was Ravens game was before that.
Yeah, we had 38?
37.
30, yeah.
I feel like we played somebody before we played Detroit. Jaguars before Detroit, yeah. But I think I put it in like a different order. Yep. So yeah, either way, like they didn't put up the necessary points. They didn't they're just back at that level. We know they're back at the level. So defensively, when you add those run defense haven't been Ashton Jensen only had 21 yards. I mean, we're talking stuff, but they literally only had 21 yards.
I mean, at the end of the day, when you a defensive coordinator, I mean, Geno ain't gonna push the ball, so you might as well load the box.
I mean, you can put that. You can say that out there. I think when I look at it, because the Chiefs was always a team that, even with Mike Brazil, I'm not gonna lie, a running back who's good, he had started out pretty good on us. Like he had started out, but it's not going like that the entire game. We will eventually corral. We're not going to let you just explode and break all those. Like eventually they will have that. The games that the Chiefs run defense was just unfortunately, but it's the games we lost. When they can actually get the first down that's needed, they actually move down the field and they doing it confidently. That's kind of how the Chargers game started.
The quarterbacks that can move around and
in the pocket as well too. Yeah. Like we do all that. That's what like Derrick Henry, we made him like no, like you'll get a couple off, but after that, it's not too much. So that's why when I always talk about the Chiefs run defense, it's like give or take. It's one of those where it is bend don't break. When they have to come in and you make them have to come in, they will get the necessary stop. So it is what it is. And like Diamond said, that you are right, bro. The defense, the Chiefs defense held a healthy Lions team to 17. Even though they want to say talk about that touchdown, that doesn't mean the rest of the game plays out the way it has, because we know that Spags have made the necessary adjustments as well too. And if I'm not mistaken, the Ravens offense, who had everybody healthy as well, on their first round, they went down and scored as well, and then went 9-0 after that.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, I think it's the mentality carried over from the Lions game into this Raiders game. And then also it was Raiders week on top of it. You could just tell. They talked to Danny Hughes on the radio, and they said, "What do you think the Raiders is gonna do? What advice do you get the Raiders going into Sunday's game?" He said, "Pray." And that's really the only thing they had is a prayer chance to win the game. I think it was
Mhm.
just too much. The Chiefs they had too much. Eventually, it was going to come, and it just all mounted. It just happened to be the Raiders game that it mounted. It could have been anybody. The Lions would have got done like that if it would have been the week that the Lions. Just because we already know what it is when it's three weapons, three different people, three different players on the field that can get the ball. So we haven't had that in a long time.
And you see what that offense did. It allowed the defense to be able to get rejuvenated. They got out there. They got the necessary stops that's happening. That's why 0 points was on the board as well, too. Even when our backups was out there, they got a couple first downs. That was clutch. And even though
I
they didn't
knew it was
score,
gonna
it
be.
kept it out.
I knew it was gonna be one of them games when I think it was maybe the second or third drive, and we started at our 10 or something like that, and we went right down there with ease. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be one of those games, man. But I mean, I knew before going into the game, though. I mean, it was the Raiders, man. So I mean, I love doing this to the Raiders, honestly, because the Broncos is up next, though. So
Yeah.
we'll see them in the division for sure. The Broncos, I can't.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So, Diamond said the more Noah Williams and Jay Hicks played a bit better defense this number short. Yeah, I am. Yep. I mean, we always been advocates of them playing, so we're not gonna disagree with that at all. Y'all feel like the AFC North gonna be a threat to y'all
No.
this postseason if y'all make? Yeah, they
We are our only threat. We the only people that can stand in our way, Rob. Do you know what happened when Mahomes gets to the playoff? Look at his playoff record.
Look, I'm not worried about Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not worried about Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not worried about Joe Flacco and the Cincinnati Bengals. No.
None of it. Only people
we ain't gonna talk about the
I mean, I hope y'all wasn't taking that question serious either. Like, it wasn't no question to take serious.
No, I'm just saying this is no.
It was no question to take serious. It is what it is. The Raiders did, but okay, yeah, that's what they all say. Man, let's go ahead and go to this last topic and just make him mad some more with the game predictions, because Monday night, you might want to listen to us on this so you can know what you should bet on for that game, because it might be a blowout. So
I'm gonna be at that game, so I can't wait. I've been I can't wait.
So you're gonna make it on top of the post game? Just wondering. Like,
probably not.
Nah, okay.
Nah, man. I'm gonna try, but
just jump in when you get back. You're probably not gonna.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be at that game. I can't wait. I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm a fan of Jaden Daniels, and it's looking like my guy's probably not gonna play. So
this is messing up my fantasy, bro. Oh my god,
bro. you beat me this week too in fantasy, so I got you. You got me.
I need to stay on
week, man. Yeah, but you got to find your quarterback if that's your main quarterback. But my dude probably not gonna play. I'll probably be a little disappointed if I don't get to see my guy. But hopefully we get the dub. I think we will get the dub after what I just saw. The Dallas Cowboys just do to them on Sunday. Was it Sunday? No, Monday. Was it yesterday?
Sunday. It was Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
It was Sunday.
Right. Sunday. Yeah. After I saw what the Dallas Cowboys did to them, so I think it's gonna be one of those games, another game like that, and they're gonna be like, oh well, the Chiefs played, they played a backup quarterback because Marcus Mariota's gonna play. If Jaden Daniels,
do they not remember what he did to us?
Yeah, we know what Marcus Mariota did. I don't want to talk about that game because I was at that game, man. I was at that game, and I was a little disappointed in that. So
we owe him multiple, so we don't care about none of that. So we're just going to keep on spanking them every chance we get.
Yeah,
that's it.
I don't. He been threw a touchdown to himself, man, in the playoff game. So I'm a little disappointed in that. But I think we'll have a good game for sure. I think it'll be as far as score predictions go, we can probably might get to 40. We
keep on inching closer and closer. It's just gonna keep on inching closer.
We're gonna have a 40 ball game this year. We're gonna have one. And
we really should have had one twice.
We just saw what the Cowboys just did to them. And then on top of that, they offense it's a possibility their offense is gonna be banged up. They might be without Scary Terry, and man. So And they might be able to be without Jaden.
It might be
too.
another 0-point outing. Is crazy. That's gonna be a boring Monday night game.
And you know that's what they go. And then that's gonna give me the opportunity to lead the game early, and be on time for the post game. So it works out perfect. But
we'll probably be done by the time you get back, bro.
That's true. That is true. But as far as stars on the offense goes, probably gonna be the water. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to my dude, man. 13-6. I mean, it's possible. I mean, but not with the way this offense is rolling. Not the way it's rolling. Pat on a mission, bro. And I think a lot of people forget that there was a lot of talk after the Super Bowl loss to the Philadelphia Eagles and how the tide has turned and the dynasty's over and everything like that. And look who one of the front runners is for MVP right now. And he, like Lonnie said last week, he was like, "Y'all got me y'all got me messed up. Y'all effed up for sure." So they messed up with my dude Pat, and but I think he's definitely gonna be the star on offense this week. It's Monday night. It's another primetime game. So Pat gonna show out. I want to see, honestly, I want to see Worthy. I want to see a lot more Worthy. I mean, he's been involved in everything like that, but obviously we all hyped about Rashee Rice and everything, and I want to see more catches from Hollywood too. I mean, Hollywood, he gets in the end zone, but I want to see more catches from him. I want to see, Worthy as well. Hell, get Jalen Royals in there. Put 11 in there, man. At some point, I mean, we don't really need to, but I mean, at some point in time, you want to get the rookie some shine, man. But yeah, I definitely think that as far as the score prediction goes, I'm gonna say 42. If Marcus Mariota is playing 42-17 Kansas City on Monday Night Football, Pat Mahomes probably ain't gonna play again in the fourth quarter. That's 2 weeks in a row. You just giving them a week, and then we go on bye. Is it bye? We go bye.
We go to Buffalo. We go to
Buffalo. Yeah, we go to Buffalo, and then we go to bye. Right. So just get us ready for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills and them. So yeah.
Hold on. Where you going? On this game?
Bet 100.
Yes.
Yes. Bill is a degenerate gambler.
Yes.
I won't be doing that. But I will say I'm gonna take the Chiefs here, 34-10. I don't think that the Commanders got a chance without Jalen Daniels. The Chiefs are firing on all cylinders. It's coming from everywhere. Like I told y'all before, the Chiefs, they messed up and gave Mahomes all his weapons back. They all back at the right time. He got a warm-up game against the Raiders. Now he's about to go decapitate the Washington Commanders with his new wide receiver core. He was spreading the ball all over the place. I'm taking it before Dale takes him. Rashee Rice will be my standout for this game. He'll probably go ballistic again. Go ballistic on Monday Night Football. He almost had 2 touchdowns against the Raiders. If it wasn't for some,
he got 2 touchdowns. He almost had 3. He almost
had 3 touchdowns against the Raiders. If it wasn't for some bum calls, but other than that, I think the Chiefs are just primed and ready to dominate here. This is a game where I didn't want Jalen Daniels to get hurt or be the Commanders to be walking or limping into this game, but they just are. And it just so happened to be the opponent that has the Chiefs, which is one of the best teams in the league. So, with that being said, we may get a blowout, and it's okay. It's just how our schedule fell. If this game would have happened a little bit earlier, maybe the game would have been a little bit more competitive. But you can't do anything about the NFL and injuries, how stuff shakes up. It's 100% injury rate in the NFL. People are destined to get hurt. We just been lucky enough to avoid those. But I'm happy. I'm sorry. I said I'm happy. I want to see the Chiefs come out and pummel the Commanders to a pulp with the wide receiver core that they got. And then on defense, they already been dominating. So, I mean, with the Washington Commanders not having enough offensively to really do anything, coming out, possibly not having Deebo Samuel and Terry McLaurin, and then not having their starting quarterback, I'm not really expecting them to do much of anything. So that's why I only gave them 10 points. And whoever the standout is on defense, the whole entire defense should be looking good because you're going to be playing backups, to be honest. So to have a standout on defense, I'm not really going to say one. But offense, I think Rashee Rice will have a game and really have its official coming out party on primetime Monday Night Football against the Commanders, and the Chiefs win 34-10.
So you said 24-13?
No, 34-10.
Okay, I was about to say, bro, stop playing with them like they're going over 30. It's cool. Like, we're not going to do this Chiefs team like this anymore. We're going to do this because, it's going to be a crazy day on Monday. And really, I'm not
I
there
am a
yet.
little disappointed. I ain't even gonna say it to you. I ain't gonna say it, but yeah.
Because what?
My boy not playing, then his mother's not gonna be there. So
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
That's why I was looking.
That's kind of crazy, Dre. Like, he's trying to go MILF hunting is crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is wild. This is wild. Like, I don't know what's going on right now.
I love Miss Daniels. No disrespect to Jaden. I ain't even gonna say it. Yeah, that's my dude. But yeah,
you should be hoping that Juju was gonna be. Nah, she too young, bro. She too.
Yeah, she's too young.
We're too grown, bro. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
You gotta think about it nowadays. We can't really be saying nothing no more.
Yeah, not for real.
Hey, I'm not over 30 nuts. So I'm good, so I'm chilling. But still, overall, let's get back to the game. Y'all know what it is, because y'all know I really want to go out there and just say 56 to like 10 or something like that. But y'all are going crazy in the comments right now. Y'all gotta chill. I'm not going to say 56-10. Clinton, don't put that down. But I am going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and rock with the 35-14. I think it's a 21-point victory. Potential, if Mariota is really having a bad game, I can see them not really scoring at all. If the defense come out and the offense playing at that level that they are playing at as well too, it can be that potential outing for them. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with 35-14 on the offensive side of the ball. It's a prime time game too. And it's back. I would have probably went with Rashee Rice. Because I would have wanted him to do like a wild touchdown celebration. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not going to take it that far, but Marshawn Lynch after that, we got chill. Marshawn Lynch out of the game, man. They gonna be mad. You're suspended for the game, bro.
On the other side of the end zone, y'all race to the other end like y'all race the car, then run into each other.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Andy Reid might mess around and suspend them boys for the next game. Boy. That's crazy.
Yeah, already at the end of the episode, so at this point we're just having fun. I'm sorry. We're just saying these things right now so he don't go ahead and try this. Really, we're going to be the ones that we're telling you how they will respond right now. We might get some threats later on in the show. Who knows? I don't really know.
Plaxico Burress. He did it. He shot himself he did the celebration and everything. So
they don't be thinking when it comes to the celebrations. They just get out there. Once they score, they just do whatever comes to mind. And
he want to show out.
You remember the Worthy celebration last year? When he raised up the gun, he walked. He raised up his shirt,
put the presents in his bag.
Yeah. What are we doing?
They know everybody. Why? Why are we flexing like that though? What? What are we doing it for? Offensive side of the ball, man. Travis Kelce, though, I think what we saw last week, when Rashee Rice came back, it really made him look like it was wide open. And I think against a Commander team like this, especially with it being an NFC team, that Travis Kelce like to show up on them type of guys as well too, where people not expecting it. They're gonna be worried about that big three with Worthy, Rashee, and Hollywood Brown. I think Travis Kelce can have himself a day and be the one who get 2 touchdowns next week. He can be the one who next Monday who can really go out there and show out and have a game himself. Not over 100 yards, not nothing crazy, but it's just gonna be those moments of hey, um, okay, he's still here. The old man's still playing.
Dallas Cowboys tight end had a game. He had a game against the Commanders on Sunday.
So
Ferguson had
you
a
wouldn't be
hell of a
surprised.
game.
They looking like that on looking at that on the film as well too. So with that being said, that could be someone who can actually show up and show out and have a good performance. Defense side of the ball, George Karlaftis, I got that bet on you still, bro. So we gotta just get some more sacks. We gotta get some more sacks. Right? You gotta get some more sacks. Get two. I did 12 and a half. I had to make the bet worth something. I couldn't make it so easy. You know what I mean? And I mean, he had 10 before. He had 10 and a half. Like, if that's your max, if you got paid, you should get at least two more. If you give me two more, that's not really elite numbers. That's good numbers. That's good numbers. If you're good, I feel like you can do that. And how many games left? 10.
He got 2.5, you said?
3.5.
3.5.
He got
and stop being stupid. The big three is what I said. The big three is the big three. Like, y'all, too bad y'all don't have a big three over there no more. Y'all used to. But boy, when he got old and left, went to the Titans. So that's on.
Nah, Karlaftis definitely got to get at least double digits.
Yeah, like I need to be like 12 and a half really needs to happen. Like I need to manifest.
I need at least 10.
It's been a good betting year for me, so I really kind of need it to happen.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, Chris Jones got 15 and a half. I mean, to be honest, I really should never bet on sacks. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I did it because I don't know. I said Frank was gonna get 15 and a half, and I lost that bet.
Wow. Hey, you're not doing too good when it's come to giving props.
But when I bet on them on sacks, we win Super Bowls.
Bro, sponsors ain't gonna want to sponsor us, man, if you give bad props, man.
People how many people actually win all the time and bet? Not a lot of people. So I mean, they should be happy that I'm giving away free money sometimes. Honestly, what? But yeah, that's what I got, man. Honestly, I know it. The defense just go out, do their part. Secondary gonna do their job of making it stop. So on that second initial pressure, we just gonna have to make sure that quarterback is uncomfortable. Marcus Mariota, but I think it's not gonna be a good day for him. I think they'll be able to do their due diligence and really get them down to ground. Really probably have a good sack day themselves. Like really probably get 3+ sacks in that entire game. Honestly, so and with me saying that, that's where he should at least get that 1.5, 2 sneaking in, and then we can kind of move ourselves up to 6, and then I can feel better. Like we can average a sack a game and we'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like I said, like in that thing, my score 42-17. But I think it's gonna be one of those games, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's setting up for us to really put us back in place to be like, hey, we're still hearing that y'all messed up. Y'all had a chance to run away with it. Indianapolis doing their part. I'm not gonna lie, they're doing their part. They get into it. What's up with the King Mo? He said, "What up, fellas? What this I hear about us looking at Phillips from Miami and D tackle from Cleveland." I heard Jalen Phillips being getting in that mix of that conversation as well too. It's just at that point now where we're looking for a pass rusher and also some defensive lineman tackle help as well too. So that's definitely going around. We'll see what happens before the trade deadline, but we know for sure it's going to be probably somebody on the defensive line to kind of bulk up and get ready for this last stretch. And I think we trade away Shamari Connor eventually too. I think
Fulton to be gone first, in my opinion.
I know people hate Shamari Connor. What's up with this? What's up with this Shamari Connor slander, bro?
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Jaguars game didn't help. So the Jaguars, I mean, yeah, man, because I don't know what that was. But I mean, Shamari Connor, when he's not messing up, I mean, he's out there actually being productive. Same with our boy on the line at right tackle. So
yeah, when they're not causing negative plays, it's usually doing something positive. So I think that's to say the least. So, but trading him, I don't know. I feel like he's a chess piece for Spags. Spags uses him all over the place. So I don't know. I feel like he has a little bit more value than what people think.
I don't know about Phillip Gaines. Clinton said Phillip Gaines, and I wouldn't say Phillip Gaines level type of. No, not Phillip Gaines. Phillip Gaines is one of the worst ones in my opinion, but I mean, whatever. I mean, they said his rookie year he was balling before he got. They said before the injury, Phillip Gaines was nice.
Yeah, no, Phillip Gaines wasn't that dude, bro. Sorry,
not at all.
I wouldn't put Shamar Connor in that same conversation, but.
Hold on. So what? Because I'm sorry. I'm really mad about that. What y'all say? Because what's going on about Connor? I'm sorry. He's gonna have to get traded.
No, well, yeah, that's what I said. Well, we just said, well, I don't know why you want to trade him. I think he has a little bit more value than what people think. But
what? I think
barring a couple mistakes that he's made. Other than that, I feel like Spags using him all over the place. He's almost like Najee Johnson. Spags has these guys that make mistakes. And he's like, I'm gonna give you a million chances. It's almost like Andy. Like his patience never runs thin with certain players when it should be super duper thin, and it's not with certain players like Joshua Williams, where it's like he's on the super duper short leash. So I don't know. It's kind of this thing.
Yeah, he can't tackle, but he can't cover. Yeah, it's been. Once he had that injury, he just went downhill. Honestly, it just wasn't as great. But you get like Rashad Fitton was a 7th-round pick that they traded as well too. So it's like it's something there. You know, it's something you can do. Hopefully, they can make something work with that, make something happen. But anything else y'all want to add though before we get out of here?
Go beat the Commanders. Beat the dog out the Commanders.
Go have a field day. Go do what you need to do. But man, we definitely appreciate everybody for, of course, tapping in with us today. We appreciate everyone, of course, supporting the channel and coming in and talking with us for this hour, so that we usually have with y'all. Make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media, and also follow us on all our social media platform. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well too. We definitely appreciate y'all. We on the road to 500, so if we can, while we on the road, we do a giveaway as well too. So make sure y'all tap in with us and show us some love, and we definitely appreciate the support. But Lonnie, you know how we like to close it out, and as always, go Chiefs.
Thanks for checking out this update straight from the heart of Chiefs Kingdom. We appreciate your passion, so please leave a like and follow us wherever you tune in from. See you next tailgate, your trusted source for all things Chiefs, Red Kingdom Media.